Welcome to the Fine and Performing Arts segment of the South Orange Maplewood Schools Kindergarten Orientation 2020. We are all very excited to welcome your children to kindergarten in the fall. Each elementary school is staffed with a music and a visual art teacher. All of our teachers do a phenomenal job of delivering skills-based, experiential, and very culturally and socially diverse curriculum throughout the year. I'd like to take a moment now to share with you some of the content that your child will learn and be guided toward mastery. For visual art, students will recognize the qualities of line, identify basic geometric shapes, identify primary colors in two-dimensional works of art, recognize artists' use of pattern and texture, identify the elements of art, describe the difference between shape and form, identify the colors in their own and others' artworks, create three-dimensional forms, recognize and use line and shape to create symbols, use a variety of art-making materials, create two- and three-dimensional artwork, use and identify various tools and materials, communicate personal responses to a variety of art, recognize ways artists are involved in communities, identify the cultural origins of various works of art. In music class, students will identify fast and slow tempi, keep a steady beat, echo, clap, and/or play various rhythms, identify various non-pitched percussion instruments, identify terraced dynamics, identify A-B form echo, identify melodic direction as up or down, sing from basic notation, perform an ostinato, create different dynamics, perform songs in proper head voice, perform songs using proper posture, perform songs using proper breathing techniques, perform songs with various dynamic levels, perform songs from different cultures, communicate personal responses to a variety of music. Now I'd like to take a moment to share some activity ideas that you can do at home with your child to help them get prepared for art and music classes when they enter kindergarten. Always encourage pretend, play, and occasionally join your child in their fantasy world. Teach your child to recognize the following colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, white, brown, and pink. Use a variety of materials to let your child paint, draw, and explore. Encourage your child to persist in tasks when encountering a problem by giving them tasks slightly above their current ability level. When your child cannot find a solution on their own, encourage them to calmly ask for help. Have your child help you sort items according to color, size, and shape, like laundry, blocks, silverware, toys, and other household items. Teach your child to make various patterns: red, blue, red, blue. Talk about positional and directional concepts like up, down, over, under, in and out, behind and in front of, top, bottom, besides, between, off, on, stop, go. Talk about opposite words like big, little, empty, full, slow, fast, loud, soft. Play board games to practice taking turns. Let your child use child-safe scissors to cut out a variety of shapes. Sing to your child and sing with your child. Allow your child to make music and practice keeping the beat in a variety of different settings. No formal instruments? No problem. A pot with a wooden spoon can make a great drum. Play all types of music to your child and discuss what you hear: classical, jazz, popular, world, etc. Here are some things to ask your child when you're doing activities together. What is your art about? How do certain colors make you feel? Where do you see art? How does art make you feel? What art words do you know? How do you make your art? Can you use your art tools safely? How does music make you feel? How do you move your body to music? How can you make music with someone else? How do we use music to celebrate? And how does music help tell a story? If your child wishes to study a musical instrument beyond the school day, the South Orange Maplewood Adult School offers beginner-level Suzuki violin and cello classes for students in kindergarten through 4th grade. The Suzuki classes are 30-minute group classes that meet weekly starting in October. For more information, visit the South Orange Maplewood Adult School online at somadultschool.org. Registration begins at the end of August. Well, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any additional questions, please be sure to post them in the webinar chat, and the host will be sure that I receive them. Be well, be healthy.
Hi, welcome to the kindergarten orientation for 2020-21. I'm Chris Preston, the Supervisor of Social Studies, and I hope this message finds you and your loved ones well. Today, I will provide a brief overview of the current kindergarten curriculum and a few of the ways in which your child will learn social studies. The curriculum is composed of 3 units of instruction, each lasting several weeks. In our first unit, we focus on affirming students' identities while continuing to build a community of learners within the class. We acknowledge and celebrate the diversity within the class, the school, and the community at large. In age-appropriate ways, students explore what makes up a family. Kindergartners also learn about the importance of rules, being kind, and treating others fairly and with respect. Appropriately, students are introduced to understanding what it means to be empathetic. All of these traits are aspects of citizenship that are reinforced throughout the year and beyond. In classes, texts are read aloud to emphasize these concepts and are discussed with students. Students are encouraged to draw or bring in photos to affirm their identities, and these are shared and embraced within the classroom community. In Unit 2, students will explore how a community functions, the jobs people have, the services that are provided, the unique spaces a community creates for the public, and the spaces that are special to families and children. Building upon a child's personal experiences with their neighborhood, children are then introduced how a community functions and how people's roles within a community are important in order to satisfy the family's needs, their wants, and to maintain safety. In Unit 3, students are introduced to the concept of culture, first on a personal and family basis, and then extended to their classmates and then to the larger United States. Each of these units are intended to connect the child's personal experiences to the larger concepts, and then developing an understanding of and appreciation for the experiences and cultural traits of their peers. Embedded in this unit are some national traditions, symbols, and historical figures that are emblematic of our shared experience as citizens of the United States. In social studies, it is essential that the curriculum speak to our children, all of our children, and that they can see themselves in the topics and conversations that are brought forth in social studies. Lastly, the curriculum draws notably from the guidelines of the Anti-Bias Teaching Framework from Teaching Tolerance. This framework provides anchor standards for teaching anti-bias education in grades K through 12. These standards are clustered in 4 domains shown here. I've shown just one snippet for each of these 4 domains. And in all 3 units, texts are selected and lessons are developed to address these anchor standards. A link to the framework is provided for you. To close, we may not yet fully know what school and learning will look like in September, but I do know that we will be excited to begin the year fresh and have your child learn with us. Should you have any questions or wish to discuss with me any matter relating to social studies, do not hesitate to reach out. May you have a safe summer, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello and welcome to Kindergarten Orientation.
Bonjour, bienvenue dans l'orientation de jardin d'enfants.
Hola y bienvenidos a la orientación para parvulario. My name is Dr. Robles and I'm the K-12 Supervisor of World Languages in ELL.
Noni c'est Dr. Robles, c'est supervisor pour K-12 dans langue dans modèle ELL.
Soy el Dr. Robles y soy el supervisor del programa de idiomas y de los estudiantes que están aprendiendo inglés. And today I have with me Miss Antoinette Kelly, one of our ELL teachers at Clinton.
Jodi an, li gen avec li, Madame Gelin, dans l'école Clinton, nan, yon professeur qui ELL.
Our ELL program offers additional support for our ELLs. Students will receive both in-class support and pull-out instruction on a daily basis. The ELL teacher spends a minimum of 1 class period in the mainstream classroom, working with the classroom teacher to support the English language learners. Additionally, the ELL teacher meets with students for 1 period to provide small group instruction as part of our pull-out program.
Programme ELL lan nou ofri petit support pour élèves yo. Élèves yo recevoir en période pour yo même avec professeur pour yo faire un petit groupe pour yo ka aider ti moun nan pour parler anglais plus bien. Nous faire un petit groupe dans classe là ou bien nous faire un petit groupe dans l'autre classe.
Nuestro programa para ELLs ofrece apoyo adicional para nuestros estudiantes que están aprendiendo inglés. Los estudiantes recibirán tanto apoyo mientras están en clase como apoyo en grupos individualizados todos los días. El profesor de ELLs pasa como mínimo un periodo al día trabajando con el profesor de la clase para apoyar al estudiante. Además, el profesor de ELLs se reunirá con los estudiantes por un periodo para ofrecer instrucción en grupos pequeños como parte de nuestro programa de apoyo adicional. These are unprecedented times, and we would like to give you some advice. Just make sure you're in constant contact with the ELL teacher. You have a working phone and that the ELL teacher has it and has a way to connect with you. Read to your child. It does not matter if you read in their native language or in English. Ask them questions about what you are reading to them.
Ça son entend nous pas comprendre sou gen question mande professeur yo sou capable li avec petit tout li dans langue Paul li dans anglais sou gen n'importe question nous gen téléphone dans l'école là ou ka relé nous ou bien ou ka voyer email ba nous si ou gen question nous pas ka réponse pour nous ou ka demander ti moun ka demander nous.
Estos son tiempos sin precedentes y nos gustaría poder compartir algunos consejos con ustedes. Por favor, asegúrense de estar en constante comunicación con el profesor de inglés, de tener un teléfono que funciona bien y que podemos contactar con usted. Lea con su hijo, no importa en qué lengua lo haga, en su primera lengua, en inglés, hágale preguntas sobre lo que está leyendo. It was a pleasure talking to all of you. Please remember, we are here to help you and support you in anything you need.
C'est un plaisir pour nous de parler avec nous aujourd'hui. Tant pis, pas oublier, songez si ou bien n'importe question, n'importe bagage ou besoin pour nous aider, nous là pour nous aider.
Fue un placer poder dirigirme a todos ustedes. Por favor, recuerden que estamos aquí para ayudarles y apoyarles en todo lo que necesiten. Goodbye.
Merci.